Welcome back to Geeks Wargaming and welcome to our latest Warhammer 40,000 9th edition battle report today between Craftworlds and the Ultramarines.
Hi guys, welcome back to Geeks Wargaming and welcome to our latest 40k battle report. Today the Ultramarines are on the channel for the first time in 9th edition and they're going to be facing off against
the Craftworld.
So the second time the Craftworld have been on the channel in 9th edition, but...
First time with the correct points because we did it pre-release, so we had 8th edition points but 9th edition rules last time.
So there we go, so we're at the correct points now for Craftworlds. Today's mission we are doing Surround and Destroy, which is coming from the Grand Tournament Edition 2020. 6 objective markers down on the battlefield, and we've gone slightly differently on the battlefield this time as well. So we've gone for some non-gothic looking Warhammer 40k. We're off any kind of Imperium world, the Ultramarines are out. So we've got a bit of a defensive line going on over here. It'll be interesting to see if we can get into that. Some nice line of sight blocking. All of these, the roofs come off so you can get your men inside nice and easily as well. So there's lots of opportunity to get through the buildings.
Yeah, we're counting these because there's 3 trees. If you shoot through it, -1 to hit.
Exactly. So yeah, nice and easy scenery. Basically, we'll go through the objectives and everything else. There's a secondary objective in here as well, which you basically control both of yours and one of the opponents in the deployment zone for 4 victory points at the end of the command phase. 8 if you control all 4 of them, I think it is.
It's one of these, it's progressive and it's end game, so it's kind of whatever. We'll get it right in the game.
Lots and lots of victory points up for grabs. So yeah, really looking forward to getting the Ultramarines onto the channel and smashing some pointy-eared muppets in the face.
Ooh.
But before we go look at the armies, don't forget to subscribe. If you like what we do here, please click that subscribe button. Don't forget to click that bell icon as well so you never miss any of our content. Also, in the description below, there is a link to our sponsor, Element Games, where you can go and get discount off Warhammer 40,000 products. And they know you've come from us and we get a teeny little bit of the percentage of the sale back. So you're helping support us from buying from Element Games. And if you use the code GEEKS18, you will double your crystals in their reward scheme that you do. So well worth having a look.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at the armies.
This is my 2,000 points of Ultramarines for today. They're being led by Rebute Gulliman in a Supreme detachment. He comes as standard and his Warlord trait today is Nobility Made Manifest. In HQ, I am taking a Primaris Lieutenant, and I'm also taking Tigerius, and he knows the Psychic powers, Psychic Shackles, and Telepathic Assault. In 2 troops, I'm taking 3 5-man Intercessor squads, all basically with bolters, all as standard. Into Elite, I'm taking a 3-man Aggressor squad. These come with the Boltstorm gauntlets and the missile pods. I'm also taking a Primaris Ancient and a Primaris Apothecary. I'm also taking a Relic Contemptor Dreadnought with a Carius Assault Cannon and a Power Fist. Into Fast Attack, I am taking the Suppressor Squad just to get me some ability and get me some nice shots across the battlefield. In Heavy Support, I am taking a 10-man Hellblaster Squad, and then for my flyer, I am taking a Stormhawk Interceptor. So my secondaries for today, I am taking Bring Them Down because Robin has quite a lot of vehicles and transports. I am also taking While We Stand We Fight because Rebute Gulliman, the Hellblasters and Stormhawk Interceptor are high on points. I thought they might survive till the end of the game, so I'm taking that as well. And I'm also taking Raise the Banner because, hey, it's very marine.
My Craftworld force for today is a Patrol Detachment and a Supreme Command Detachment. The Supreme Command Detachment is the Farseer on the jet bike. He has the Phoenix Gem as his relic, and he has Guide and Doom for his powers, and he also has Fate's Messenger, so he gets the additional wound and the 6 up feel no pain. Then the patrol, we've got 2 Spirit Seers. One has Jinx and the other one has the Empower ability. 2 squads of Guardians, no upgrades on those, no cannons or anything like that. Then I have 2 fast attacks. So we have the Shining Spears. They are the I've changed the Exarch power to be skilled riders, so they've got 3 up in them. And then I have the second fast attack, which is the Warp Spiders, and I've changed the Exarch power to be I think it's the Surprise Assault, the one where you re-roll all hits when you come in from deep strike, basically. I have 3 dedicated transports, completely WYSIWYG, so all the Shuriken cannons. And then my flyers, I have a Hemlock and I have a Crimson Hunter Exarch. The Hemlock has also got Jinx. And that comes to 1,995. My secondary objectives that I've chosen, Richard has an awful lot of characters, so I've chosen Assassinate. This is a very mobile force, so I'm going for engage on all fronts. And I am also going for the Psychic Ritual, because obviously I've got quite a lot of Psychers which I could attempt that with. So there we have it.
Armies are down on the battlefield, and in the deployment for the Craftworld we have the Crimson Hunter out on the right hand flank. We have the first of the Wave Serpents that's got some Guardians in there. Then we have the Shining Spears and the Warlock.
He's a Farseer.
Farseer. Farseer and Warlord, oh really? On this side of the battlefield, hunkered down behind the building, there is an objective marker underneath that Wave Serpent. Centre of the battlefield we have another Wave Serpent. In here there are the Wraith Guards plus the 2 Spirit Seers.
Yep.
Final Wave Serpent, again, another objective marker here. And in this one, there's another squad of Guardians. And then finally, we have the Hemlock out on the left-hand flank. So nice and spread out across the deployment zone. Over to the Ultramarines, we have the Hellblasters. We have the Ancient and the Lieutenant up on top of the first building. The objective markers there to the side. Inside this building, there are a squad of Intercessors. Ready to raise the banner on there for me. In the middle of the battlefield we have another squad of Intercessors. We have the Aggressors, we have Tigarius, we have the Apothecary, and we have Rebute Gulliman. Suppressors hidden away inside of the trees, ready to get their jump packs in action. We have the Contemptor Dreadnought. Over here next to this building we have the next objective marker, again a squad of Intercessors there ready to raise the banner on that one. We have the Stormhawk out on the left hand flank of the battlefield, or right hand flank, depends which side you're standing. And then we have the 2 objective markers in the centre of the battlefield, and it is Ultramarines to go first. Robin has his Warp Spiders up in deep strikes and must be aware of them entering the battle. Ultramarines now moving up the battlefield. Basically the big blob with Gulliman have moved up, looking at coming round the left-hand side of the building. Suppressors now up on top of the building as well. Looking at getting some shots off. Contemptor Dreadnoughts, Careless Assault Cannons. Got a couple of targets down here. Stormhawk going to deal hopefully with the first of the flyers. And obviously the Hellblasters have stayed still. The 2 Intercessor squads that hold on to the objectives, starting the raise the banner for me as we head over to Psychic and Shooting. Stormhawk shot down at the Hemlock down here, taking off quite a lot of wounds. You've got 5 left, haven't you? That was the Trilas, the assault cannons, and the missile launchers all shooting down at that. Robin did pay 1 CP for lightning fast. 2 CP for lightning fast reflexes, which did help you out actually, didn't it?
Yeah.
The Keris assault cannon from the Dreadnought shot down at this Wave Serpent. Couple of wounds done. 3 wounds done. Suppressors shot down as well, helping out down there. Basically, the Hellblasters shot down here. They did 2.
Yeah.
They did 2 wounds. That's your lot, pretty much. So we did raise the banner as well, so that's gone off and that's gone off over there. So that's going to help me out next turn. Aggressive movement from the Craftworld there. The Guardians inside the Wave Serpent that's moved up the battlefield have got out. They're inside that building, holding on to that objective. Shining Spears and the Farseer moved up. The Crimson Hunter and the Hemlock have all moved round, looking again shots in at the characters at the back of the battlefield. There is a Psyker inside that building, you can't see him. He got out, the other Spirit Seer has got out with the Wraith Guards as well, and they're just hunkered down behind that building. We have 2 Wave Serpents that have moved up. This one dropped off its cargo of Guardians. They're inside this building right here, holding on to that objective. They are in range of my flyer.
Only 6 of them.
Only 6, so yay. But let's go see what psychic shenanigans these guys can pull. Interesting round of psychic there from Robin. Basically, the Hellblasters are doomed. The Shining Spears are guided, which he did fail, but then he used Runes of the Farseer to re-roll that one.
You then tried to deny it.
I did try and deny it with Tiggy, but failed. The Hemlock at the back tried to cast Smite down onto Tigarius. That failed. Then you tried to do Psychic Ritual, whatever it was called. The Spirit Seer inside the building, but I managed to deny that one with Tigarius, and then there was a Smite from the other Shining Spear.
Yeah, and did 2 wounds.
And 2 wounds up here. Yeah, 2 wounds, 1 dead. Good round of shooting there from the Craftworld.
I kind of messed up a little bit though, because
yeah, you did.
I had it in my head that they were a lot longer range than they were. For
You
some
thought
reason, I thought they were like 12 or 18 inch range.
And they are what?
6.
6 inches.
So I couldn't shoot them.
You couldn't shoot anything up there.
Yeah.
So basically I've had a couple of wounds done, well 3 wounds done to the Ancient. That was done from the Crimson Hunter. The Hemlock down there shot down at Tigarius, killing him off. That was poor positioning from me. He was a little bit too far
So was the Ancient.
back. Yeah. The Contender Dreadnought has had 4 wounds taken off it, and so has the Stormhawk. That was shots from the guys inside, plus the 2 Wave Serpents, and then he died. Well, he died. He got wounded from shots from down here.
The shots on that were from... what I did is I split fire, because I thought my 2 pulse laser shots would have been enough to finish the Ancient, what of them being wounded on 2s, 3 damage, but he
not enough. Yeah.
No, failed to wound even after a reroll.
Yeah, well done.
So double 1 there. So he was alive, which was a little bit annoying. But I put the bright lances into them.
Yep.
1 wounded.
The Ultramarines inside the building that were holding on to that objective have stepped out, still holding on, but means I get some extra shots. Aggressors, they're going to try and shoot down into the Shining Spears. Gunnerman's ready for a charge. The Intercessor's going to shoot through the window at the Spirit Seer that's on the far side of that building. I can see him, so he's going to die. Contender Dreadnought is going to shoot, hopefully, into these guys and then make a charge. And then, obviously, the Stormhawk has come round trying to get his shots off. And the other squad of Intercessors that were in that building, they're still holding on to that objective, but just means I get a couple of extra shots as well. Great shooting from the Hellblasters. They've just shot down into this Wave Serpent. There was 11 wounds. I did 12. Robin rolled a 6 for the explode result. So within 6 inches are the Intercessor squad and the Farseer and the Shining Spears. Farseer takes,
Of course he did.
3 mortal wounds. The Shining Spears take 2 mortal wounds, and my Intercessor squad, Robin, would you like to roll the dice? Take 3 mortal wounds. Ouch. Brutal round of shooting. The Wave Serpent down here was shot at by the Stormhawk, taking off 5 wounds. The Contemptor Dreadnought down here shot at the Wraith Guard, killing off 1.
1 and putting 1 down to 2 wounds.
Nice, 1 on 2 wounds. I'm happy with that. Shots from basically these Intercessors, the Ancient and the Lieutenant, shot at the Hemlock down here. Another wound done. He's down to 4. Obviously, the Hellblasters shot down here, causing a hell lot of carnage. But the Shining Spears were shot at by the Intercessors, the Aggressors, Rebute Gulliman, and these Intercessors, because obviously the guy inside is not the closest. These were. So I had to shoot here. Basically, I've wiped them all out, almost. The Exarch is alive with 1 wound remaining. But that was a very brutal round of combat.
It was.
Let's go into the charge phase. Interesting charge phase. The Contender Dreadnought has made it into combat, and I've declared a multi-assault against the Wave Serpent and the Wraith Guard.
Yeah.
Robin Overwatch for 1 CP. Had lots and lots of dice. You had 7 wounds on me, didn't you?
9 wounds.
9 wounds on me. I saved all of them apart from 2, so I'm down to 6 on my Contender
That's
Dreadnought.
5 up invul.
Yeah, 5 up invul as well, yeah.
Yeah, because that's statistical.
The Intercessor squad have made it into combat with the guy inside the building. Rebute Gulliman failed his charge. to get
The only one that did fail his charge. Everyone else charged like 9 inches. So what's going on?
Basically, that tree in the way got in the way of Gulliman.
Yeah, tripped over a root.
But the intercessors are into combat with the Farseer as well. So,
Hey, wait. He's Rootu T Gulliman.
what? Root.
Root.
As in a tree root.
Tree root, yeah.
Jesus. In the fight phase down here, the intercessors did 3 wounds onto the Farseer. Quite happy. I also used 3 CP to fight again with Untitled Chapter, but yeah, whatever. Don't want to talk about that. And then down here, we did 1 wound, was it? Or no wounds? No wound.
1 wound.
1 wound to your Spirit Seer, didn't we, down there inside the building because, well, just because Robbie got really lucky with his blooming rolls, if I'm honest with you. And then the Contemptor Dreadnought down here killed 3 of the Wraith Guards off. He just picked them up in his power fist and squished. Now, at the end of my turn, for my secondaries, obviously Raise the Banner happens in the command phase, but I have Assassinate, and I haven't killed any characters yet because annoying characters are still alive. And then we have the While We Stand We Fight, which is I think an end game. So anyway, let's head over to Craftworld's turn 2. Movement phase for the Craftworld. We have the Shining Spear has popped through the trees, looking within 8 inches of the aggressors with his lance. Farseer still in combat. The Hemlock has moved around the building. Done a little pivot at the end. The Crimson Hunter has got the hell out of dodge and is all the way over here. Wave Serpent with 10 wounds is now over in the back corner on that objective over there. The Wave Serpent here stayed in combat, and the Spirit Seer and the Wraith Guard have moved around. That Spirit Seer inside the building has stayed still. The 2 Guardian Squads inside the building have stayed still as well. Let's head over to Psychic and Shooting. Not a bad round of Psychic there from the Craftworld. Two wounds done on the Contemptor Dreadnought from a smite down here. The Ancient has died. That was the smite from the Hemlock. And then you tried to smite the Intercessor, didn't you? But you then failed. You also had your re-roll because of you. Yeah. And then that failed. And then you tried to cast Guide, was it?
Yeah, Guide.
On to the Crimson Hunter, but you failed that with a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. The Farseer then tried to doom the Hellblasters up there, but Robin failed it. Robin also managed to cast Psychic Ritual while inside 6 inches of the middle of the battlefield, so he will get victory points for that. The Stormhawk Interceptor has gone. That was shot from the Crimson Hunter. Robin actually rolled a Snake Eyes, didn't you, Rob? And then you re-rolled, managed to get a hit, and then blew it up. You also shot at the Apothecary, and I needed 2 6s to save. What did I roll?
I don't talk about it.
2 6s. So the Apothecary's
Basically
fine.
what he's been rolling the entire game.
Oh, shush. I've lost 2 intercessors down there from the Wave Serpent. I've lost like 5 Hellblasters from the Shining Spear and the Crimson Hunter down there.
You forgot about all the shooting that went into him.
True, there was a lot of shots.
And a Wave Serpent blown.
Oh yeah, good point. And you blew your Serpent Shield,
yeah,
didn't you?
I did 1 damage.
So I'm down to 1 wound left on my Contemptor Dreadnought. So, you know what, that was a fair round of shooting.
Just needed 3+ to kill that Contemptor Dreadnought.
You didn't get it. So anyway, it's fair round of shooting that was. That was quite a lot of damage done. Let's head into the fight phase. Not exactly the best round of combat there, Rob, was it? So
no, I don't think I've ever rolled so many 1s in a row. That was absolutely crazy.
This was a complete and utter whiff fest.
Yeah, it's just like all 1s.
To the point where I spent 2 command points to interrupt because I wanted to try and kill off the Spirit Seer down here and completely whiffed. And everybody else whiffed.
Yeah.
Down here, as the Spirit Seer inside that building is down to 1 wound, and I also lost 1 of my Intercessor squad down there. Down here, I lost 2 of the Intercessor squads from the Shining Spear, hit back at the Farseer. No damage done whatsoever. Rabute Gulliman has moved around. He's going to look again to charge off into the Farseer. Intercessors stayed in combat. The aggressors have moved around, trying to get shots at the Hemlock. Lieutenant staying there. Intercessors over here, trying to go get some shots into that Wave Serpent and then go into combat over there. These guys stand in combat. He's stayed in combat over there. Let's head into shooting. Not a bad round of shooting from the Ultramarines. The aggressors shot up at the Crimson Hunter, did quite a lot of damage there, didn't I, Rob? Took you down to, I think was it like 1 wound, 2 wounds. Then the Hellblasters split fire. 2 of them shot at the Crimson Hunter. 1 of them overheated and killed himself. And then the other 3 shot down at this one. So this one's left with 4 wounds left. The Crimson Hunter, the Hemlock, sorry, has gone. So that one died but didn't blow up. Down here we did 1 wound to that, and we've done 1 wound to the Spirit Seer in there. There was no damage done from bolt pistols in any of the combats. But we're going to go into the charge phase. Those guys are going to go into that, and Gulliman is going to go in here as well. Rabute Gulliman made it into combat. He hit the Farseer and the Shining Spear, killed the Shining Spear off, killed the Farseer off. However, Robin used, what was it?
Phoenix Gem.
Phoenix Gem. D3 mortal wounds. You didn't wound the Intercessor squad, but you wounded Gulliman. He took 3 mortal wounds, didn't he?
Yeah. Then he came back to life.
He came back to life with 1 wound. The Intercessors hit him.
And he died again.
And he died twice. Brilliant. The guy in the building there has also died. The Spirit Seer, he's gone thanks to the Intercessors. The Contemptor Dreadnought has died. That was just horrendous down there. And I've lost an Intercessor down there.
I rammed a rod into him.
You did ram a rod into him. And down there, I've lost 1 Intercessor. And I
To a tank.
To a tank. And I caused 1 wound, I think it was, to that tank. So that's the end of my turn. In the movement phase, the 2 Wave Serpents have basically swapped places. The one that's in combat has come back here, and the one that was here has gone there. We have the Crimson Hunter has gone over here and pivoted slightly. The Wraithguard and the Spirit Seer are now in the building there. Obviously these guys here as well. And then we now have Warp Spiders.
First time ever.
First time ever on the channel.
Totally didn't forget about them last turn.
No, not at all. They're going to be shooting the Hellblasters. Quite a bit of damage done on Rabute from the Crimson Hunter. Yes, down to 2 wounds remaining on him. That hurt quite a lot. Hellblasters, I think there's been like 2 killed from the Warp Spiders, but very lucky save throws from me. Yeah. 1 Intercessor dead down there and 1 Intercessor dead here. We're going to head into charge phase, and these guys are going to go into combat. Aren't you, Robin?
Yep.
Wicked. Bit of a nothing in combat down here. There was no damage done either side, even on the hitbacks. Down here, I took a wound because the Wave Serpent went into combat as well. And yeah, 1 wound done down there, but no damage done back as we head into the Ultramarines' turn. In the movement phase, Rabute Gulliman moved up to this side of the building. The Intercessors moved up to hold me that objective. The Aggressors moved round there, and everything else kind of stayed still. In the shooting phase, we killed off 4 of the Warp Spiders. That's shots from the Hellblasters and the Aggressors. Rabute Gulliman killed off quite a few of the Guardians that are inside this building, like 4 of them as well. We did a wound on the Wraithguard in the shooting phase, and then no damage down there. But we're going to head into Assault. In the fight phase, I lost my Intercessor to the Wave Serpent over there. He managed to kill me somehow. I literally have no idea. And then down here, the Wraithguard. No damage done either side. That was pretty much everything. The Crimson Hunter moved around here and put his shots into the Aggressors and basically wiped them all out. The Hellblasters were shot at by the Wave Serpent here. Lots of damage done. The Warp Spiders shot at the Intercessor squad there, killing 1 off, putting 1 onto 1 wound. Bit of a nasty phase. The shots from the guys inside the building came out of Rabute Gulliman, but I saved all of them. If anybody's wondering how the Warp Spiders got there, they did a huge flicker jump all the way over to that side of the battlefield.
30 centimetres.
30 centimetres, or 30 inches.
Yeah,
not
30 inches. Sorry,
30-inch move, or something stupid.
Yeah, 3 6s and a 5 I rolled.
Horrendous. Rabute Gulliman has stepped back. He put his shots into the guys inside the building, killing 4 of them off. Here, the Hellblasters shot at the Crimson Hunter, taking it down to 1 wound. The Apothecary then shot up, killing that off. Got really lucky. Down here, there was no damage done, but we are going to be going into Assault there and Assault over here as well. In the charge phase, the Intercessors have made it into combat over here, declaring a multi-assault. Over here, I messed up. I should have taken the Intercessor in first, but I took Rabute in, and Robin has done 4 wounds on him. Any AP minus?
Yeah, that one's -3.
Okay.
But you got a 3 up in for now.
So 3 up in 1 save. That's fine. And then the others. I think I'm going to command point that. Yeah, there we go. So Rabute is in, and then the Intercessor as well is going to join in. Yes, he is. In the fight phase, I managed to kill off the Warp Spiders. That was Rabute Gulliman all on his own. And then over here, no damage done to the Spirit Seer or the Wraithguard, but I lost an Intercessor. Damn it, as we head over to Robin's turn 5. In the morale phase, the guys inside the building, they lost another couple, and there's only 1 remaining. The Wraithguard stepped out, tried to shoot Gulliman, failed miserably. The Lieutenant was taken down by 2 wounds because of shots from the Wave Serpent over there. And I think that one as well?
Yeah, these 2 Wave Serpents.
Yeah, they both shot, didn't they?
Obviously with the 9th edition, although this is closer, it's only 1 model, that's only 1 model. So
that's only 1 model.
I can shoot him.
Yeah.
So.
And then down here, I lost one guy to smite, and I put a wound onto my sergeant, hit back, took a wound onto the Spirit Seer. But that is the end of the game. It is a victory for the Craftworld. It actually works out at 90 victory points to 51. So the Ultramarines got 9 points to bring it down, 2 for raise the banner, 10 for while we stand we fight, and then 20 for primary and 10 for being painted. And then the Craftworld, they got 6 for assassinate, 15 for the psychic ritual, 14 for engage on all fronts, and then 45 for their primary, plus 10 for being painted. But that was a great game. That was actually really quite close. That was really enjoyable. Let's head over to the post-game review.
Hi guys, welcome to the post-game review. That was a really, really good game. That was very bloody, very, very brutal, which is, we always have those kind of games here at Geeks, don't we? We always end up having them. Great battlefield, actually. Some really nice scenery to interact with, get inside the buildings, getting on top of them as well. But fantastic game to play. Really, really enjoyed that. Rabute Gunnerman doing what Rabute Gunnerman does best and just running around and slaughtering people left, right and centre.
Yeah.
Hellblasters did really well today, I think.
Yeah, they don't usually do anything, do they? Because they get focused, but they were just incredibly lucky up there, I think, with the save throws and stuff.
They were. I did get very lucky with a lot of them save throws.
I was throwing so many shots at them, and they just stuck around.
Yeah. Robin was actually moaning at one point because of my dice rolling, wasn't he?
They were horrendous. It was absolutely horrendous. That one, I think it was about turn 2, I literally did nothing to him, and he absolutely wrecked me in his turn 2. So I kind of thought at that point, well, this game is over now, because he's just going to mop me up. So I just basically made sure that I was holding all the objectives with sort of smaller units. I mean, wave serpents are obviously, they're really strong.
They are really strong, and I had to bring it down, and I actually struggled to get rid of them in the end, didn't I? I was trying, I wanted to get rid of your flyers, which is obviously a threat.
Flyers did a lot.
They did a lot until they went boom. But yeah, great game, really, really, really good fun. Nice, like I said, nice battlefield. Really enjoyed interacting with that scenery. Again, primary objectives, secondary objectives. Raise the banner cost me on that one, I think, because I couldn't actually stand still and raise the banner apart from in turn 1.
Yeah, you needed the guns to kill me.
I struggled with that one, and yeah, I needed the firepower to do the damage. So
because I'm so fast, I can just go, no, it's mine. So
which is what it was at the end of the day.
Yeah,
but an absolutely brilliant game. It was great fun to play against them.
This I think it's like one of the first times that we've used anything where it's -1 to hit through here. So
yeah.
I was positioning models so that be -1 to hit and everything like that. So
yeah,
that actually made a bit of a difference.
It did, and that was really, really good. Really enjoyed it. Again, another brutal game here at Geeks, and like I say, we always end up having those kind of games. Really nice to get the Ultramarines on the channel again as well, especially in 9th edition. First time they've been on full Primaris.
You know who hasn't been on the channel yet?
Who? Abaddon.
No.
Go on.
Well, him, yeah. The Iron Hands.
The Iron Hands haven't been on the channel, and I'm currently working back on my Chaos Space Marines, which have not been on the channel for many years because I fell out of love with them. But I've just finished up painting up Abaddon and some other bits and bobs, so hopefully they'll be on the channel again quite soon. But yes, we'll have to get the Iron Hands on the channel, maybe against Orcs, or I could take you Eldari and we could do Eldari against your Iron Hands, maybe. Leave a comment. Who would you like to see face Robin's Iron Hands?
And you can't say no, do you? Because Iron Hands are good.
No.
8th edition just made them horrible.
They're annoying. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please leave us a comment. Who do you want to see face Robin's Iron Hands? Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, because it really does help us out. Don't forget the link in the description for our sponsor, where you can save yourself some cash and also help support the channel. Click that bell icon so you never miss any of our content. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.